Hey everybody, let me tell you something. I think I've fallen down the vinyl rabbit hole again. I've been talking recently about how I'm trying to purge myself of a lot of my vinyl, and I have already sold a bunch. But I've always said I'm still going to buy some. I'm not going to be completely vinyl-less. However, in recent days, going to my record store, it's been a lot like the old times. I've been there hanging out with the guys, and I've really been getting back into the whole record scene again. People know that when you're a collector, when you're into something, it's not necessarily out of your blood. It never leaves you completely. So lately, the record or vinyl addiction, the appeal of records, collecting and having, has been coming back to me again. So let's see how we do here. I said from the beginning that I was not going to completely have zero vinyl. So there's always going to be some stuff coming in. But recently I acquired quite a few titles, and this could be a video in itself. The whole vinyl situation, the appeal of vinyl, the dilemma of never having enough and wanting to collect more. So let's show some stuff that I got recently. To start with, we have a UK copy of Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells, the theme from The Exorcist. And that's side A. Second side, Froggy Went A-Courting. And let's just show the record here, because they say the record is UK. So there you go. There's a 7-inch single for you. All right, next up, from Manfred Mann. I really love the cover of this, and I really like their version of Bob Dylan's The Mighty Quinn. So there you go. You have The Mighty Quinn by Manfred Mann. That's the only song I know on here. And I'll tell you, let's be fair. This is the very kind of record I've been trying to unload, for lack of a better word, right now on the moment. I've been trying to avoid picking up what I call 12-inch singles. When I get to my series, when I start making videos for the first time music spins, where I play records or CDs for the first time, I'll put these on and I'll see what I think of the rest of the records. So, yeah, that was the exact kind of record that I'm trying to buy less of. That's what's funny about it. But I'm the kind of guy, folks, I go with the flow, okay? That's the way it is. When I decide something, when for whatever reason, I don't question it. I just go with it. When I feel like collecting something, buying something, having something, I do that. All right, next up we have, this was an odd purchase for me. I mean, Billy Preston, very talented. Of course, I love when he was with the Beatles. But yeah, I picked this up here, Encouraging Words. And this is on an Apple label. I picked it up because it had My Sweet Lord on it. I've Got a Feeling. All Things Must Pass. I thought, this might be interesting. And of course, there's the Apple label. So people have asked me many times, do you collect such and such an artist on Apple? And I always say, I don't just buy artists for appearing on Apple Records. It has to be something I think I want. I'm not just going to take any old artist just because they happen to be recording for the Apple label, All right, the next one up here. This is an album that I wanted, but I wanted the original. I didn't want, this is not the original. This is a reissue. And I love Chuck Berry. This is, I think, Chuck Berry's first album, After School Session. Now, I've seen this, the original, not this one, because this one you can see it says it's electronically altered for stereo. And hearing and seeing those words, electronically altered for stereo, freaks a lot of diehard collectors out, because none of us really wanted electronically reprocessed stereo sound. However, I played this one and it wasn't bad. It didn't sound bad. And there's the label upside down, but chess, it's not the original one. I'd like to pick up this original copy eventually. This one even has some writing on it. You can barely see it, but there's some writing on there. Um, if I ever find a copy, it's probably going to cost like a couple of $100 if I really want it that badly. Then you have other people that say, like Danny Ambrosi, for example, $200. Why? That's crazy, you know. But this is a collectible item. I'd like to have this, the original. I've been wanting it for a while, but the prices are always crazy. Okay, here's Billy J. Kramer with the Dakotas. I'll keep you satisfied. Okay, I like the British artists. I have the Little Children album by Billy J. Kramer. That's the only one that I have. This is on the Imperial label, for those who are interested in labels. There's the Imperial label. Okay, now, this one made sense for me to buy. It has I Call Your Name, Beautiful Dreamer, The 12th of Never, I'll Keep You Satisfied, I'll Be on My Way, From a Window. There are a few Lennon and McCartney tracks on here that were either given to Billy J. Kramer or he just covered. That one I understand buying, okay? This one I wasn't so sure about. I won't take the outer sleeve off of this. Trains and Boats and Planes. I heard that was a big song. I really don't know the songs on here too much. Under the Boardwalk is on here, and Twilight Time. A few others, but you know, you start getting in these moods where you're like, why not? You know, well, you get one, why not have all the Billy J. Kramer albums? Next up, on Ace Records, I have this. A Shot of Rhythm and Soul by Arthur Alexander. The Beatles loved Arthur Alexander, John Lennon in particular. The Beatles did a version of his song called Anna. And I have to tell you, even though I think the Beatles always do an amazing job covering songs, and sometimes the Beatles songs are just as good and even better than the originals, I prefer Arthur Alexander's version of Anna much more. Okay, and we also have other songs here like Shot of Rhythm and Blues and Soldiers of Love. These are songs that the Beatles covered too, but yeah, I like the sound of this man's voice on Anna. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to take advantage and get this. This is the kind of thing, like I say again, to repeat myself, you get carried away. You start getting into collecting. I used to have this record, There Goes the Neighborhood by Joe Walsh. The only reason I have it, it was just a couple of bucks, was for the song A Life of Illusion. I love the song A Life of Illusion. I used to take this every once in a while when I was a lot younger, and I would just throw the record on and play A Life of Illusion and take the record off. I bought it just for that song. Okay. Finally, I got known for the Partridge Family, David Cassidy, and the song Cherish is here. That's the big song from the Association did Cherish. And this was like a real mint copy. Looked like it was never played before, and it's on the Bell Records label. All right. So that's it, folks. There were the records for this particular installment. And I have to tell you, like I said, without beating a dead horse, and speaking like a broken record, you get it? The thing is that all of a sudden, you know, I'm starting to get the vinyl fever again. Let's see how far that goes.